Hi, good day. My name is Dr. Celeste Laurel Taizon. I'm an assistant professor at the University of the Philippines Open University, and today we're going to talk about the simple view of reading. The simple view of reading was proposed by Gough and Tunmer in 1986. This has led to the advancements of understanding in reading comprehension. According to Gough, capacity for reading is determined by the ability to decode text and the ability to comprehend spoken language. The simple view of reading asserts that reading comprehension, R, is the product of two components, decoding, D, and language comprehension. The equation R equals D times LC highlights that both components are necessary for effective reading comprehension. If either component is weak, overall reading comprehension will suffer. SVR simplifies the complex process of reading by breaking it down into manageable parts. So this is the formula of the simple view of reading. It's decoding times language comprehension equals reading with meaning or reading with comprehension. For the decoding part, decoding is the ability to translate written text into spoken words by understanding the relationship between letters and sounds. Now, how do we develop decoding? So first we develop letter recognition, word recognition, phonological awareness, sight recognition, orthographic mapping. Next is language comprehension. So, language comprehension is the understanding of words, sentences, and text requiring vocabulary knowledge, grammar, and contextual understanding. This may include background knowledge, developing background knowledge, adequate vocabulary skills, language structure, verbal reasoning, and literacy knowledge. And reading comprehension is the ability to read and understand the meaning of text. We use different kinds of activities for us to help develop the skills of reading comprehension among our students. This may include summarizing, sequencing, inferencing, comparing, contrasting, drawing conclusions as activities to give to them. So D times LC equals RC. So decoding skills may include letter recognition, word recognition, phonological awareness, sight word recognition, orthographic mapping. Times LC language comprehension, which may include background knowledge, vocabulary, language structure, verbal reasoning, equals RC reading comprehension, which may include summarizing, sequencing, inferencing, comparing, contrasting, and drawing conclusions. Now, if SVR theory is a mathematical formula, so for example, we have decoding skills, one decoding skills, but you have zero language comprehension skills, then if you multiply 1 times 0, then reading comprehension is 0. If you have 0 decoding skills times 1 language comprehension, the reading comprehension will still be 0. Now, if you have 0.25 decoding skills times 0.25 language comprehension skills, the reading comprehension skills will be 0.50. Now, this is the ideal. The child has decoding skills, 1 decoding skills times 1 language comprehension skills. Then we have 1 reading comprehension skills. Now, this is the simple view of reading visualization. In the first quadrant, we will see students who fall under the typical reading ability. Now, these students have good language comprehension, but they have poor word recognition. Now, what are the facts about the students that fall under this quadrant. So they have adequate or good reading abilities. They have good listening and reading comprehension. They can decode. They are aware of multiple meaning of words. They use multiple reading strategies. Now, what are their characteristics? They are accurate and fluent readers. They can comprehend meaning of texts. They have strong sight word knowledge. They have high strategic reading and automatic word reading level. They have good background knowledge. And they have language skills, which may include vocabulary, grammar, syntax, and inferencing. So these kids fall under the typical reading ability. Now, what are the extension activities that we can give to the kids under the typical reading ability? We can teach them study units. Students can write nonfiction and text about topics of study. Student may develop solutions to real-world problems. You can give them application strategies to real life, such as art projects, music-based learning, among others. Now let's go to the second quadrant. These students have good word recognition, but they are poor in language comprehension. Some of the students may fall under hyperlexia. Hyperlexia are kids that reads at a very young age, but they have no comprehension or understanding of what they read. So facts about the students under this quadrant, some students with ASD fall here. And these are the smallest subset of students in the school systems. What are their characteristics? They have specific comprehension difficulties, phonemic awareness and decoding, it's better than the average. Weakness in oral vocabulary, fluency, and listening comprehension. Poorness due to language difficulties, not due to decoding. Reading comprehension is below average. Good foundational reading skills. They have difficulties with higher order thinking processes. Syntax is weak, lack of background knowledge, difficulty inferring meaning from speech and written language. And they have difficulty with pragmatics, social language. Now, what are the interventions and skills to target if we want to address the needs of kids under this quadrant? So we can give them regular guided practice. They can be evaluated by a speech language pathologist. We give them explicit and systematic interventions. Now, the target skills, the skills we need to build are, we have to build vocabulary, develop reading comprehension strategies, establish comprehension needs. Language disorders may be contributing factors to vocabulary development. Now, let's go to the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, these are kids with poor word recognition processes, and they have poor language comprehension processes. Now, these are the general reading disability. The facts about the group here, they may be the largest group in our school system. Unremediated kids will get lower grades eventually. They have no access to vocabulary. The cases here can be remediated. Interventions may take longer, and they have mixed reading difficulties. Now, what are their characteristics? So they are below average, they have below average decoding and reading comprehension skills, even in decodable text. They have weak fluency due to decoding and language. They may have isolated language strengths. Okay, now what are the interventions that we can give them? So we have to give them explicit and systematic interventions in phonics, along with targeted reading comprehension. So decoding skills through oral reading with teacher feedback. Skills to target include phonemic awareness, letter sounds, sentence segmentation, syllable segmentation, onset and rhyme blending, phoneme manipulation. Exercises we can give such as deletion, substitution, addition, and reversal for phoneme manipulation, and fluency practice. Now, the fourth quadrant, these are the kids who have good language comprehension, but they have poor word recognition. So dyslexic students may fall here. So dyslexia is a learning disorder that involves difficulty in reading. So this may be the second largest group in the school system. They have difficulty getting words off the page, and they have trouble with phonology. They also have specific word reading difficulties. Now, what are their characteristics? They have below average decoding and phonemic awareness. Oral vocabulary and listening comprehension are at least average. Fluency and reading comprehension may be below average. Often learn well orally. They need explicit and systematic phonics instruction and strong reading comprehension. When children read texts, they can decode. What are the activities that we can give them? So intervention may include, we give them activities in sentence segmentation, syllable segmentation, onset and rhyme blending, phoneme categorization, letter sounds. We can give them blending activities, segmenting activities, sound spelling correspondence, explicit and systematic phonics instruction, application of decoding skills with oral knowledge or with oral reading. So the simple view of reading provides a clear framework for understanding how reading comprehension is affected by language skills. By focusing on both decoding and language comprehension at every stage in life, we can ensure that individuals are equipped with literacy skills needed for personal and professional success. So thank you very much and have a good day.